Hi, my name is Marcy. What's occurring? Um, yeah, so I just sat down and I just thought to myself, you know what? Yeah, there's something still not right. I'm seeing brothers, um, you know, in the church preaching outside, just going into it deep, shouting and some of them are coming with loudspeakers, and I just remembered what the scripture says about that, like, they're up in the street corners, shouting and wanting everybody to see them and stuff like that, and he calls them hypocrites. He said that he doesn't want you to be like them. Those people who are making long speeches outside. I mean, did not God turn around also and say in His Word that the kind of religion that's pleasing to Him, that He likes, is to go and visit the old people in homes and and visit orphans or something like that, and to be unspotted from the world. I mean, that's not unspotted from the world. That's why we isolate and stuff like that, because if you think about it, yeah, back in the day, yeah, they did go around preaching from synagogue to synagogue, but these people are outside, preaching. Now, I'm not turning around and saying that these people can't be forgiven, but Jesus turned around and said, why are you calling me Lord when you're not doing exactly what I told you to do? And I'm not going to start giving you scripture because obviously you should know where that is. And if I've said it, then go and find it out, because I don't want Christians being lazy. Go and find it. Go and find it. But yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, where God will separate his the wheat from the chaff. It might look like it's the appearance of Christianity, but if you're not doing what's written in the Bible, then it's definitely not that. And there was nowhere in that Bible that says that you know you can do whatever you want to do and still get into the kingdom of God. you know there was once a man in there that was found, and he said, how did you go in there without clean garments, basically. He said, chuck him out, you know and bind him and kill him or something like that. But yeah, and then there's also another topic that I want to speak about as well, and it's like, people saying that you can backslide from Jesus and then come back into the church. There is no such thing as backsliding. This is a thing where people are promoting that you can do whatever you want again. Once God started working you, He's not just going to finish. He says that, He saw this tree, and the disciple said that they seen Him make this tree wither away, Jesus. It withered away. It says, if my word abides in you, then you can ask for whatever you want. You can't backslide. You can't have years off and then come back. What sort of person would go and tell another Christian that they can do that? It doesn't work like that. Bye, guys.